Hey, hey, hey. I'm just setting up. It feels like I haven't been live for ages, but here I am. Hi. Getting some incense ready. Let's see how it looks, how everything looks on camera. Let me light a candle. And we're gonna start with pick a card. Let's put it right there. Now, by the way, hi Lola. Let me just check. I have Jessica's booking for the private portion of the readings. Just to let you know, Jessica, if you are here, I have received it. Hi, Montreal. Hello, Nomadic. Hello, Beaker in shorts. Alison. Hi. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Julia. South Africa, nice. Okay, we have a nice group of people here. Okay, let me tap in. I feel like I want to move my body around. How is your day, evening? Where you at? How's everything? I was thinking of a topic to do today. I wanted to do a pick a card for you all. And I feel like the focus point is the way to go. As usual, if anyone needs a private reading, I do those at the end. I don't think we'll take a long time with the pick a card. We'll see. Every pile is different. So if you want to book for that second portion of the tarot, you can, and all the links are in the pinned comment. Ella, hi. Thank you, Allison. Love the energy today. Getting used to the place and quiet, to the peace and quiet. Much quieter here than in Turkey. Remind me where you're at now. Where did you move? I know you told me, but I forgot. Hey, Sigma. Hey, Ella. Serbia. Nice. You keep traveling. I'm jealous. Why jealousy? Okay, let me tap in. Let's go. And let's start with your pick a card. We're gonna have 4 options, I think. I don't know why I made this table dirty with all of my pine tree. We're gonna take the texture deck. I think that's what I need. I also want, where's my Steampunk Kiffer deck, and we'll see if we'll need more cards. We'll pull more, okay, for each pile. You tired? Man, I think this year, I was just talking to someone, was the quietest year when it comes to traveling for me. I became such like a homebody. Not that I really enjoy it, to be honest, but because I feel like I really need to work on my routine better and to get shit done and get better discipline. I do love traveling, yes, Sigma. Okay, let's go. We're gonna have 4 options. Where should your focus point be? And how I wanna word this? It's not that what you should do, what you must do. I don't want to approach this reading in this way. I want to look at what would be most beneficial for you right now to focus on. That is my intention. Group number 1. I think I'll move everything a little bit upwards. Group number 1. Group number 2. Group number 3. And group number 4. I'll also be pulling a card for each pile from the Steampunk Keeper, so bear with me. Where should your focus point be? Looks very different on my laptop, so let me shift things around. Okay, group 1. Where should your focus be right now for your own advantage? And group number 2. Group number 3. And number 4. Now take your time. If you need to, stop the video. See which number is calling you. Okay. I feel like I'm ready. Let's go. Let's put these right here. Group number 1. Where should your focus point be? All right, group number 1, whoever is watching or will be watching in the next couple of days, that's my intention, is for those people. Your focus point should be on having a clear vision of where you want to be years to come. And it's not to say that this reading wants to take you away from the present moment. It is more so, what kind of picture do you have of your life? What do you want to happen? Be a little bit more structured and organized and follow that path. Follow that goal. I'm being shown someone who is pretty youthful here, regardless of their age. Someone who has a lot of life to live. Someone who is very beautiful, actually, whoever has picked this card. But someone who is really in need of structure in their life in order for them to get to where they want to be. The underlying feeling I'm getting, this is for those people who are like, I don't know, I'll go there and then I'll go there, or today I'm going to do this, tomorrow I'm going to do that. But what is it? What is the picture? Who do you want to be? What is your lifestyle looking like in the future? So once you have that intention, once you have that plan, you can then prioritize better. Does that make sense? Start prioritizing better, but once you have to have a clear picture of who you want to be or how you want to live your life, what is the next important thing? I'm seeing this 3 of Wands, almost like, you know, someone is looking through like a prism. And you're like, okay, and it's interesting, this is like a childhood toy that I remembered of. You're looking through this kind of like a stick, and you can change lenses, and you choose which lens you like to see the world from. So it's a little bit like that in pile number 1. This is not like a specific thing that you need to focus on, pile 1. For maybe other people it's going to be work or relationship, whatever the case. Here, it's an overall life story. What kind of story do you want to write? What do you want to be remembered for? And it's not necessarily tied into projects. It could be about your character. I hope this made sense. Okay, let's put this aside. This is group number 1, done. Group number 2. What should you focus on right now? I feel like I need one more card. You have the Queen of Cups and the Advisor card. What should you focus on right now for your own benefit? Jessica, whoever has booked with me through PayPal, if you are here, could you please let me know what your question is for the second portion of this video? Group number 2, what should you focus on? Let me clarify the advisor. Group number 2, first thing that's coming through, there are a couple of things actually here. Focus on your health, especially your emotional well-being right now. That is really important. Find things, this is a very kind of like light-hearted pile number 2. Focus more on things that make you joyful, that make you laugh, that make you enjoy life. And I think the moment you start doing that, automatically your health, especially your emotional well-being, maybe some of you felt very low or you were lacking joy in your life, will fix itself. Don't be afraid to try new things here. If you're not aware of, I don't know, if you're picking up a new skill or trying something new, don't be afraid of trying something new. If you're a little bit afraid of going into the place where you're not as experienced, ask people who have experienced that. For example, if you want to visit a specific country, town, and if you're like, oh, I really want to go, I'm excited to go, but I'm kind of scared, join, I don't know, a Facebook group about that particular country, town. Ask people around there, what is their suggestion, what is the safe spot, what is not so safe. It's just an example, right? If you have any issue, if you are like, oh, I feel like I cannot build my business the way that I want to, I feel like it's not going the way that I want it to, seek for expertise from somewhere else. If you suck at one specific thing and you're like, I really need to work on that, communicate with people who are really good at it. For example, if you don't know how to keep money, if you tend to spend way too much, and if you know kind of money doesn't stick with you because it's just kind of let it go, I'm seeing the wind. Spend a bit more time with people or listening to maybe podcasts or reading books from people who know how to handle money responsibly, and pick up a couple of advices from them, implement them in your life and see how things shift. Meanwhile, pile number 2, don't forget your emotional needs. Okay, it's important because group number 2, you tend to be very sensitive, very emotional, and if you're not happy, or if something doesn't make you happy for an extended period of time, it's like you're a dying flower. You need to constantly keep entertaining yourself in some way. Would it be a creative pursuit? Would it be a trip somewhere? Whatever that is. Your health depends on your emotional well-being. It seems like here it's very connected. It hits you harder than other people. That's why you have to keep it kind of, I'm seeing a fire and I'm seeing someone feeding the fire with wood. You have to keep it fed. Does that make sense? All right, group number 3. Where should your focus lie? Your fears, yourself, your doubts. Someone is resisting change here. Maybe some of you are going through this right now. As if someone was holding on to a specific way of being for so long that they're holding on to the last string and kind of resisting that change, where the cards are saying it's time. It is time for a change. It is time for us to look at the darkness. It's time for us to look at the shadow self. It's time for us to transform. It's time for this gloom and doubt to get away from us, or to be a little bit quieter. Not to say that you are completely getting rid of this, but there is a big chance the moment you deal with this, it could be anything. I doubt myself going to an interview. The moment I wake up, I feel like all my thoughts are about, what if, what if, what if. I already wake up tense, or already wake up with these kind of like negative or sad thoughts. And there's an opportunity here for someone to completely shift the mindset. But someone has been resisting that. Or I know that something that I'm doing is wrong, but I keep on doing it anyways, right? It's more so pile number 3 feels like what is coming. It feels like this is kind of over and done with for a lot of you. Now, what you can expect in this next chapter. Wait, I'm just pulling more cards. I want to be sure. You're going to be taking some sort of a risk here that involves a partnership. Could be romantic, could be platonic, doesn't matter. I feel like that gloom and doubt for some of you, the way you talk to yourself, reflects in the way you talk to a partner, a friend, a mother, a father. Anytime you have an inner fight with yourself, or a conflict, or you keep nagging yourself too much, it shows in other relationships. So you're being asked to focus on that and pay attention, how that reflects, how your inside feelings and beliefs, what kind of dynamic it creates with the other. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's very doubtful right now, and you have to sort it out with this person. It's not to say that this is your job, but maybe right now you are needed for that person. Yeah, split the deck, we have the Four of Cups. It's almost as if someone is being asked to pay attention whenever they feel completely neutral, not in a good way neutral, apathic, that's the word. Apathy is coming through. That's when we really need to pay attention to how we are showing up in the world. So what to focus on is the core of you, especially those parts of you that talk to you negatively or put you down. Because I'm seeing this, it really impacts the relationships that you lead, what kind of relationships you attract, what kind of relationships you have, and how it's being built. Group number 3. Yeah, create peace. Instead of that gloom and doubt, create peace in your life. However you want to do that, create more peace. I know peace at this time and age, right, is a rare thing for a lot of us, unless we live somewhere in the mountains and we don't deal with the corporate and all of that stuff, and the government and whatever is happening in the world. We don't have access to it, then we're peaceful, right? We don't see. But here someone is being asked to create a little bit more peace in their life for themselves, because you deserve it here. How are you going to do that? What is not allowing that peace to stay for longer? What is something that you do, or something that you choose in your life, or someone that you choose in your life maybe, that does not allow this peace to stay for longer? I hope this made sense. This was for someone like felt like a personal reading, to be honest. Let me tidy the desk and let's go to number 4. What should you focus on right now? Group number 4. We have older men and we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, let me clarify this. What should you focus on, group number 4? A relationship, a particular relationship, either with an actual male in your life, would it be a father, a brother, friend, or a lover? Yeah. Especially, this feels like especially if someone has witnessed someone walking away or witnessed someone's transformation, meaning someone has passed away. Grieving feels like it's a part of a process here and what we need to focus on right now. Grieving. I'm getting someone's father. But this is a very particular reading here. If this is your pile, you will know. Either a father or grandfather. We haven't completely dealt with this separation or with this loss. Could be a husband as well. What we need to focus on is this relationship. Why? Let's see. Because someone cannot find peace still. And because they cannot find peace, they're at the conflict with themselves. They don't feel like home, or they don't feel safe. And when they don't feel safe, they don't feel almost like worthy for the good things to come for them. I didn't expect this whole reading, what to focus on, to be this deep today. I didn't want it to, be honest. I wanted to see a little bit lighter stories, but we are where we are, right? Now, either you have separated from this person or you became distant from this person, or someone is in need of rebuilding a connection. If we're talking about people who have lost this person, they're not among us anymore, reconnecting to them through, I don't know, a prayer, or just closing your eyes and just feeling their presence, or just talking to them before going to sleep, right? This is reconnection. Doesn't mean that they can't hear us or they can't visit us. Energy is present. Energy is everywhere. Now, if this is a family member someone has screwed up, it's up to you completely if you want to rebuild this relationship, depending on what that relationship was about. But I'm seeing this, there is an opportunity for people coming closer if they want to be connected. I'm talking about those who were a part of a family. Now let's talk about if someone was in a relationship. What should you do if you were in a relationship? Keep your ground. Move on. Be clear with your words. Feels like a lot was unsaid. It's up to you if you want to say it to that person or not. Even if you're going to say it, it feels cold to me here. Even if people would communicate, this feels cold to me here. Someone has quite a lot of anger here with the Seven of Wands. I don't know if you can see their faces in the picture. It is quite vague. There is a lot of repressed emotions because you cannot have this love. Any advice? Any advice? Oh wow. Don't try and force something because it can hurt you more. If it's not happening, it's meant to be this way. But someone is still not letting go, and I don't know why. I hope this made sense. Group number 4. All of these readings were like, woof, damn boy. Okay, but I hope it made sense for whoever is watching or will be watching this in the future. I'm gonna do, I think before we continue with private readings, a quick yes or no, in case you want a pretty straightforward answer. But at the end, I always say, listen to your inner GPS and your intuition. If you, for example, pick a card and it says no, but deep down you really feel like it's a yes, not because you wanted it to be a yes, but you feel that resistance, that it doesn't feel like this answer belongs to me, trust it. Okay, just let me find that yes or no deck. It's gonna take me a minute. Got it. All right. Let's see. We're gonna have 7 options. So think of a question if you have one. And see which number pops up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. I'm gonna adjust you slightly. And I'm gonna read the chat. Oh, Jessica is here, perfect. I'll read your questions a little bit later on. Allison, for me, coming to terms with the fact that my father doesn't want a connection, difficult to move through that weird grief. Yeah, well, you know, when someone has passed, you know that they have passed. But when someone is still here, but they're not really here, and it's your father, I bet it is difficult. Okay, if you need some more time, stop the video and let's go. Let's start with number 1. An answer to your question is a no. An answer to question number 2 is not the right time to know about this, not the right time to ask this question or take more time. Not the right time to take for something to take place, etc., etc. I hope this made sense. If it didn't, you can choose one more. 3, it's a no. Interesting, we have all those here. 4, it's a yes. 5, it's a yes, definitely. 6, it's a yes. And 7, it's a surprise. And maybe it says, wait it out, see what happens. We can't tell you just yet. We can't answer the question because there is some sort of surprise factor to the situation that you don't really see coming. And when I get the maybe, it's not a bad surprise like a Tower card. It is an exciting surprise. So I hope this made sense. Now, let me get my incense going, and I'm going to jump into private readings. If anyone just joined, we're doing private reads. If you are in need of one, you can book by going to description box or checking out the pinned comment. Oh no. Let me try to get it in. Here we go. Okay, perfect. You're very welcome, my pleasure. Thanks for passing by, Alison. Okay, let me have a sip of water. And let's see. Jessica, is it okay to see what messages my spirit guides would like to share? I want to know if changes are headed my way. I feel like I will be moving soon, but I have no plans. It's just intuition. Okay. Let's see. One super nice tarot for you. What changes are headed your way? What changes are headed your way, Jessica? Bear with me, I want more cards. Now it's a very nice, interesting feeling that I'm getting here for you. Let me try and explain this to you. It feels like I am taken care of. I am at home. I am with my people. I'm very connected to my family. Whoever you call your family, some people call their friends their family, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. Overall, it's like changes are happening in the area of relationships for you. And I'm seeing strong bonds. I'm seeing strong network that you're building over time. I'm seeing get-togethers. And I'm also seeing an opportunity to travel. But wherever you go in, it feels like you really like traditions there. There's something about traditions that make you feel at home, that is close to your heart. Either how people live there or who lives there is just like an ambience that feels like home. In this next season, shall we call it, of your life, you're being called to connect to your heart, which you already are connected, but to listen to your heart's desires when it comes to relationships, who you want to call that day, who you want to check in on, who feels right to talk to. Even if it was a stranger, I don't know, in grocery store, if you feel like you want to smile at that person, smile at them. This next season for you is all about building connections and getting deep roots into the ground, and those connections are going to be powerful, strong. It will make you feel even a little bit nostalgic. I don't know why, but in a good way. This next season is not as much about, grinding and working your ass off. Yes, you're doing what you have to do, but it more so feels like I want to take it slow, one step at a time. I want to rest when I can, when I have to rest. I don't push my body too much. I'm seeing a lot of help in the future for you. And again, it's all about connections and even rekindling or strengthening connections with the people that you already know of. So that's where you're putting in your energy. And it feels like home to me. Just overall, your whole reading feels like home. And you talked about the guides. I want to see, is there anything that your guides want to say about the energy right now? Because your guides don't tend to predict the future. So I want to just check in. What would they say? What energy you're in right now? What energy are you in right now? Nice. Okay, so it's almost like they're telling me a story. You have cracked open now. Whenever this card appears, it feels like your past. You probably have, what's the word I'm looking for? You have been in the rut in the past, and I'm seeing two, maybe past couple of years you've dealt with something that was difficult on your heart, on your soul. You were craving for something. It was almost like a lag. And you had to learn how to surrender. Then afterwards, you notice that you have to take a moment, take a breather, and just to observe your life from a slightly different point of view. Maybe you even notice that you had to stop for a minute and you had a bit more time. And now this is the energy that you're already 1 foot in. You have surrendered twice here, by the way. And I really like this card because it says, I got you. Have you noticed the presence of your guides recently? I feel like they were really felt. And as I talked about the connections to people, Look at this card right here. See how many souls are around these two people over here. Moving forward. You seeing angel numbers all the time? Yeah. Moving forward, don't be surprised if you see more and more of that. But for you particularly, personally, individually, it means that not only that you're supposed to connect stronger to people over here, but also you need to recognize and remember that there is presence with you that you don't see with the naked eye. I hope this made sense. This card basically says, I got you. If you want to, I'm gonna find the book. I won't read it out. If you want, you can stop the video and just read a paragraph from that book describing this card. If you feel drawn, let me just find it. Fall into my arms. One second, here it is. And you can just stop the video and give it a read. I hope it's seen clearly on camera. All right, let's see who we have next. Give me 1 sec, let's tidy the desk. My pleasure. Okay. Carlita, hello. Okay, let me get comfortable. I want to change the position. Let me get the table a bit closer to me because I'm sitting on the floor. I like to sit on the floor when I do these readings. Carla, hi Brigitte. My mom have been trying to buy her own house since forever. Between the monetary help from the government and the bank that has to provide for the rest of the money through a loan. She hasn't been able to do so because the government says yes, the bank says no, and vice versa. Soon she will try again to buy her own house, but I'm nervous because she got really disappointed the previous time. I have faith that this time could work out, so I want to ask, will my mom be able to get help of the government and the bank this time to buy her own house? This process will have a duration probably between 6 months to a year. So I know it won't be short-term process. Okay. Let's see, and I want that incense to stop smoking me. Because it's literally going right into my face. Okay. Will your mom be able to get help of the government and the bank this time to buy her own house? Okay. Hola, hola. Okay. Let's see. I want my steampunk tarot. Let me give it a good shuffle. reversed. What is going on? Let me get more cards. I'm seeing that this is a bit like a fight here. I'm seeing that there might be a need for her not only to stick to these two options and to expect that. I mean, it doesn't say I don't mean that she doesn't have to try. Yes, she needs to try, but it's almost as if she needs to talk to people or specific person who would be able to advise what to do in this situation. It feels like there is a missing link. The missing piece of information, the missing connection, the missing link. Okay, so that would be something to look for, to get interested in for the future. Now, what's interesting is that I'm seeing her getting a fresh start in her life, but this feels to me a little bit different from how she might see it right now. So, for example, she envisions that she gets a house in a certain way. It feels like the good changes are coming, the doors are opening for her, but it's not gonna be in the way that she expects it to. This situation will, in order for her to get what she wants, will require her to be to defend herself, to be strong, to look for people who know people, stuff like that, who could advise her better. It feels like there is a bit of lack of resources or information here. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, sooner or later I'm seeing her get in a place. But if you want to fast forward this process a little bit, because I feel like it may take longer than you expect, start looking elsewhere. Start asking people around, talking to people. This feels like a situation where, I don't know, just gonna give you a silly example here, okay? I can't think of anything else. You're trying to buy VIP tickets for a concert, but they all sold out. But you talk to someone, and by the way, you really need those tickets. Say, for example, that band came to your country first time in 10 years. And you're like, damn, I really need those VIP tickets because I really want to do a meet and greet. And you go, well, it all sold out in like 5 minutes. Then you go to a lunch, for example, and you start talking. And you say, hey, I really wanted to go to that gig, man. And someone goes, by the way, because we are part of the government, we work, I don't know, in some sort of government office. We usually get those tickets first. Government buys us that as a gift for us to work better. I can either sell you those tickets or I can give you those tickets. So if you didn't talk to that person, you wouldn't even know that works that way. That people, that companies, for example, buy those shitloads of those VIP tickets for their workers. And you go, oh my God, I'm opening the door. I can't do it. So there is like an alleyway that you have to go through here in this situation. Be curious. She's gonna have to be strong, stand strongly here. I feel like you might have to dig a little bit deeper to find out what you can do law-wise. What else can be done, or what person are you missing to help you out with this? But at the end, I'm seeing a good outcome, which is good. I hope I was able to make sense to you here. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a person here that's influential. Yeah, and this is not like a straightforward and quick journey. This feels like you're gonna have to invest time and energy into this. But at the end, she's gonna have her, and I'm specifically her crib. I don't know why. She's gonna have a place that she feels comfortable and good in. So here you go. All right, guys, I'm going to log off, go to rest. Since I don't think I have anyone else here today. It was a good chill read, and I will come on hopefully sometime this week, if the weekend won't be too crazy. So have a good evening, afternoon, whatever the time is with you, and I will see you all in the next one. Ciao.